Let's talk about emotional intimacy and personal health. What if the secret to longer, healthier life isn't found in a pill, but it's in the arms of someone that you love? Well, did you know that the quality of your close relationships can impact your health as much as quitting bad habits like smoking or maintaining a healthy weight? Your relationship could be the most potent medicine in your medicine cabinet. In the past, we've talked a lot about emotional intimacy, and we've related to relationship issues. It improves communication. It improves sexual intimacy, physical intimacy. So this emotional connection that we have in our marriage has so many different benefits, and primarily we understand those in terms of our relationship. But there's been research done that demonstrates and stresses just how important this emotional connection we have with our spouse and our social network, how important it is to personal health. And that's what I want to delve into. In fact, there's 7 benefits that are related to emotional intimacy to personal health. So this is based on the latest research. And I just sum it up like this: emotional intimacy equals better health. So let's look at these 7 areas. Well, first of all, stress reduction and hormonal balance. There was a study done by Stadler that found that close relationships characterized by emotional intimacy exert incredible influence on our health in our daily life. So 2 ways that it's affected. Greater quality of social support was associated with lower cortisol concentrations. Now, cortisol is the primary stress hormone. So lower levels indicate reduced stress. So in other words, the closer we feel to one another, and I'm going to put this in the context of marriage, the closer our intimacy with our partner is, the lower we have in our stress levels on a daily basis. But that's not all. Individuals that had larger social networks, closer friendships, closer intimacy with their spouse had lower blood pressure. So we can see that this stress reduction and hormonal balance comes into play. The second aspect is cardiovascular health. Research has shown that emotional intimacy in relationships can affect our heart, our physical heart. There were people who participated in the couple contact enhancement intervention program. This focused on improving emotional intimacy, had a greater increase in salivary oxytocin. Now, oxytocin is associated with the feelings of love and long-term connection. It's that feel-good hormone, and it's been shown to have great cardioprotective effects. So the closer we feel in our marriage, there's this protective barrier around our physical heart. That's just, I believe that's one of those wonderful things that God created in us and that we were designed for relationships. But there's also a greater frequency of daily interpersonal stress was associated with lower levels of C-reactive protein, which is an inflammatory indicator of cardiovascular health. So, in other words, the higher levels of stress, the more inflammation around our cardiovascular area. The closer our relationships, the lower that stress level, the less inflammation. The third aspect, I think this is fascinating. My wife loves this part of it. Women slept better on nights when they perceived less negative reactions or interactions with their partner during the day. Men slept better on nights when their partners noted increased positive interactions. And so, in other words, both men and women, although it's approached from a different angle, for women, the less negative interactions, the better they slept. Men, the more positive interactions, the better they slept. And so sleep quality is affected by and impacted by the closeness in our relationships. Number 3, pain management. Emotional support, which is a key component of emotional intimacy, has been shown to affect pain perception. This is fascinating. Patients with osteoarthritis who sought emotional support one day experienced less pain the following day. So, and this is not just in this field of osteoarthritis, but research has been done specifically in that area. So the more support we find, the better our support group, the less pain that we experience the following day. So something is released in our body that helps us manage pain. Number 5, overall health and longevity. Studies have shown that emotional intimacy can have broad impacts on our health in a variety of ways. And let's talk about longevity here. People who are more socially connected with family, friends, or their community, they're happier, physically healthier, and we've seen a couple of those examples, and they live longer. And they have fewer mental health problems than people who are less well connected. Note, this is significant because it suggests that mental illness or mental health is not only or merely confined to genetic components, but there is a relational component. The quality of close relationships matters more than the quantity. So it's not a matter of how many Facebook friends you have, but how many true interpersonal connections you have. And we begin that in the arena of marriage. The closer we are with our spouse, the better this affects our life. Living in conflict or within a toxic relationship is more damaging than being alone. I found that fascinating. So the objective is, let's make our relationships as healthy as possible, and that's our goal here at the Healthy Marriage. Number 6, inflammation and immune function. We realize that inflammation is one of the greater components of diseases like diabetes and other things. Inflammation is a culprit. So research by Uncino and Way suggests that quality of close family relationships can affect endocrine function, immune function, and nervous system activity. These systems are linked to the leading causes of illness and death, including cardiovascular disease, infectious disease, and even cancer. So dealing with inflammation is important for a healthy lifestyle, and their research suggests that the more close relationships we have, the more healthy those relationships are, it better affects these functions and nervous system activities. These systems that are linked with all these different diseases. And then finally, let's talk about mental health. While this is not directly physical health, mental health often has physical manifestations. So women who reported higher quality and more meaningful social interactions, less loneliness, and less fear of negative evaluation also reported fewer daily somatic symptoms like headaches, digestive issues, and we could continue on from there. So here's what this tells us. These findings collectively, when we put all of this together, it demonstrates that emotional intimacy, characterized by high-quality relationships, specifically in the realm of marriage, social support, spousal support, positive interactions, can have significant positive effects on various aspects of our physical health, including stress reduction, heart health, sleep quality, pain management, and then overall longevity. So I hope this helps you get a picture of the importance of building depth in your marriage relationships. Really building and laying the platform for that closeness and emotional support. We have a book that we put together. It's actually a compilation of many articles on our website and a little enhanced, but it talks about the emotional security, emotional safety, how to build that into your relationship, because in our mind, that trust factor, when we feel safe with our partner, is the foundation that causes health in a marriage. You can check out a link to that below this video. And I hope this helps you really create the marriage you desire and deserve, and help you build that platform for a healthy relationship, and then experience health in every aspect of your life. Well, that's all for this lesson.